Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on Power Query. As we can see in this particular Excel file, we do have a given database where we have a loan type, we do have the term, and we have the respective status from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically from this given database, what we want to do is we want to actually change the format into this particular format. So how we want to produce this data? How we want to transform from our original format to a desired format? Well, in this case, we will use Power Query. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the entire table. So once I highlight the entire table, the next step what I'm going to do is I'm going to press data. So I'm going to press as data. And then once I go to data, I will go to from table/range. So once I click from table/range, you will notice that a small box will appear. So the moment I press OK, you will notice that we will be navigated to Power Query Editor. So when you press OK, it automatically will go to Power Query Editor. So in Power Query Editor is where we will do the transformation and data massaging. So I want to change this format. So I'm going to select all these three columns, and what I want to do is I want to click unpivot column. You can go to transform. Under the transform, you have unpivot column, which is over here, or you can just press right click and you can click unpivot columns. So either you can choose unpivot columns or unpivot only selected columns, or we can also select these two columns over here. So we select these two columns, right click and unpivot other columns as well. So either way it works. So what I'm going to do is I just want to select these three columns, right click and unpivot columns. You can go here, or you can select under the transform ribbon unpivot column. So I'm going to go to unpivot column. So you'll notice that it has changes the format. But if you look carefully, I don't want the OD, I don't want 2, 4 and whatnot. So basically I just want to actually separate this. So I'm going to select this particular column, right click, and I can go to split column, split by delimiter, and then you will notice that a box will appear. So I want to split by a dash sign and I press OK. So right now it has already splitted. So this one is not necessary. I just want to remove this, and I want to put this as OD, and I want to put this as status. Okay, so we have already renamed this, and I'll go to home. You can click close and load. So if you put close and load, it will actually load as a table format in a new sheet. So I'm going to click this. So close and load means it will load as a table format. But if we press close and load to, we have several options. So when we press close and load to, you will notice a box will appear. Like I mentioned earlier, we have several options. Either we want to load as a connection, pivot chart, or pivot table. But in this case, what I want to do is I want to load as a table, not in the new sheet, but in the existing worksheet. So somewhere around here, and I press OK. So once I press OK, so it has loaded as a table format. So let me just close this. So on your right hand side, you will notice that we have already loaded this. So we do have this data, we have done separation, and we have transformed the format as well. So if just say you do have a latest data, so maybe I just put here maybe term loan. Okay, term loan, and I put here 10 years, and then maybe I put ABC, and then I put here XYZ, and then after that XYZ and whatnot. So if you notice, I have added a new data. So right now what happened is when I press here right click and I press refresh, you will notice we have already updated the data. So any changes that you made, whether you have added a new data or whatnot, it will be reflected automatically.